Okay, so what I've got here, I've got a ridiculous amount of iron here, yeah? I got my discrimination in the 9 o'clock position. I've got a hammered coin here, okay? Now, quite a long time ago, a guy, he turned around and said, well, for the price of a Nexus machine, it should be able to unmask a coin under a pile of iron. Now, I've actually got videos using the low frequency coils, the 13-inch double D, where you have to keep the discrimination at 0, yeah, and it's unmasking a coin under a pile of iron, and the iron is from the river, you know, bent, flathead, just old manky iron, and it hits it. Okay, I'm going to zoom in. I might just balance that again. I'll cut this footage in so you can see exactly what we're dealing with. Yeah, so it's rather a pile either side. Still seeing it. Yeah, so just to clarify, the disc is set to 0 with low frequency coils on the V3, okay? So you don't adjust it, you just leave it as is. And I've demonstrated to you the size of the iron it knocks out. I've demonstrated to you its ability to see a coin pretty much buried in iron. And that is a 7 kilohertz coil. It's a double D coil. It's designed for depth, but with the default disc setting, it can still see a coin under a huge mound of iron nails. Discrimination setting exactly the same as the river and my previous test. Threshold I've got up to at 12 o'clock. VCO tones, mineral control on. Right, now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put this in the slot down. Right, it's not touching the iron. Okay, I'm going to remove it. Now, a few sort of butthurt fanboys have appeared with their usual bullshit. Now I'm going to explain something again. Nexus performs better in the ground than in air, okay? I'm balancing that 4-inch coil to the ground. I'm not balancing it to this level above the ground, okay? So this machine will unmask better in the ground than it does in air. And something else that I've repeated endlessly, the settings that you use and can use in these demos, you can use straight out in the field without touching the machine, okay? It's not like a digital machine or a Deus 2, again, the same. Tried to demonstrate that he could also see a coin under iron with his Deus 2 covered in iron. But firstly, the iron was pissy, and secondly, he was using settings that you can't hunt with, okay? I can hunt with these settings. I go down, I'm just going to go down, so I'm on the second slot down, okay? So it's a few inches below. It might find it a little harder. It's a few inches below. All metal. Iron reject. So it loses it a little bit. I'm not really surprised. That is quite an extreme test. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to slide it back up. So it's underneath. I'm going to do that. That piece of grass is annoying. Oh, forget it. And then what I'm going to do, look, I'm just going to basically fill those gaps in like that. Yeah, make sure that it's completely under. That's given me enough of an indication to investigate. Okay, so that's a pretty extreme test. Yeah, that's it. You know, people can start banging on about the capabilities of the Manticore and the Deus 2 and the new Vanquish series and this and that. That's all a joke to me, okay? So I'm not interested in those discussions. And also when it comes to kind of inbreeding and the kind of people that seem to have issues with this, I don't know what effect inbreeding has on the brain, okay? So yeah, I suppose I've got to be semi-sensitive when answering these people.